If you are here, probably you know the symptoms: clunking noise while steering. This is the repair for the right hand driver's position. Must be similar for the left hand driving version. So you start by removing the springs. Then you will find Phillips screws holding this plastic trim. You are likely to need a scan tool capable of resetting the steering angle sensor. So take that in mind before starting. Once you remove the Phillips screws, take in account that this is going to be held by these clips over here, so don't break them. You can do it with your hands. After this, you will find some connectors over here. So disconnect these connectors, as well the OBD2 port right at the bottom. It's held by two Phillips screws. Now this metal shield is held by 10mm bolts. There are like 5 of them. I forgot to mention that you need to disconnect the battery as well, of course, because you are disconnecting the airbag. So disconnect the battery and wait for around 10 minutes. To remove this steering column plastic cover, you will need to remove 3 Phillips screws. 2 of them are like behind the steering wheel, so you need to rotate the steering wheel. However, once you finish removing the screws, remember to center the steering wheel and lock it, because you cannot allow the steering column to free rotate, otherwise you may damage the clock spring afterwards. Okay, once you have removed the screws, you just need to open small gap in this plastic trim, and it is held by some retainers, so just be careful because these retainers can break easily, but once you have opened the gap, that will be super easy to remove. From here you just need to disconnect all these connectors and everything that is attached to the main harness, so you don't damage the wires when you drop the steering column. So there are many of them. You just need to double check that everything is disconnected before dropping the steering column. you need to disconnect this air vent. It is held by a 10 millimeters bolt, otherwise it's gonna get smashed by the steering column. Now you will find two bolts and two nuts, 14 millimeters. They are holding the steering column. So once you remove this, the steering column is gonna drop. So you need to be really careful with that. It's really heavy. These two bolts are different size, so remember the position. Now we have finally reached the assembly. Disconnect these connectors, and I mean you will see you need to disconnect many things as well, and then unscrew the housing. I actually think that it's better to unscrew first the bolts on the bottom and then the ones on the side, but you can do it in any order. I will show you. The bottom side of the assembly has some internal connectors, so I just need to use a little bit more of strength to remove it. And then we have finally arrived to the coupler, and at this point it's just a matter of replacing. However, you need to be sure there is no debris or contamination from the old coupler. If that's the case, you need to clean really good the housing. I have seen some couplers absolutely destroyed inside the housing, and it's really hard to remove them. I hope you don't have to do that because it's not fun. Now then, when you are installing the housing, you will feel a little bit of opposite pressure because there is a spring holding it. I'm sorry I didn't record this. You just need to place the housing, hold it, install one or two of the bolts, and then it will hold by itself. Okay, and from here you just need to start putting everything back. Just remember to check that you are connecting the connectors, of course, that you are not forgetting anything, so you don't have any warning light at the end of the repair. As well, be sure that you are not smashing the wires with the steering column when you are putting it back. It's really easy to do, to smash the wires, so just be careful with that. Okay, now you start the car and you see these two warning lights. It means that the steering angle sensor needs to be recalibrated. You will need a scan tool capable of recalibration. Probably with one of those cheap scan tools you cannot do it. The calibration itself is a really easy process. You just need to follow the instructions, and it takes like 3 minutes. I'm sure if you have made the repair until this point, you are capable of just following instructions on the screen. So I leave you for now. Go check my other videos and see you next time.
Caller starts recording.